I just need to get some things off my chest. When Glee came out in 2009, I was 12, 11 or 12. I was not allowed to watch Glee. However, I was a theater person. I grew up doing theater. I was a singer. So my mom thought that I should be able to watch some of the musical numbers because they're like big musical numbers. It's singing. I don't know. I was into singing. So, let the singing person watch the singing. Sure. And then when I discovered that basically every episode of anything is on the internet, I started watching it and I got really obsessed with it. I remember when I was that age, I noticed a couple things were off. Like a couple things just like weren't adding up in the plot or the storyline. And I was like, that's a little odd. Fast forward to 2017. All of Glee is on Netflix. Rewatching it back, I was just getting angrier and angrier because of all the plot holes, the things that don't make sense. Suddenly the show just sucked. Why is that? So today I'm gonna go through all the ways in which Glee has disappointed me. So let's just start with Rachel Berry. First of all, the whole big joke in the first episode, I could go on, I have told so many people about this. The whole joke in the first episode is that she doesn't know which one of her two dads is her dad because they mixed up their sperm, put it in the mom in a turkey baster and did the thing, and she doesn't know who her real dad is, so it's like this fun thing. She opens up her locker, there's a picture of her two dads, one of them is white, one of them is black. Ha ha ha, obviously it's the white one. What a big laugh, a great joke. So season 3 comes around and we finally meet Rachel's dads. I'm gonna put up a picture of them in this area probably. I don't know where it'll end up. In this area probably. So Rachel's dads are ultimately played by Jeff Goldblum and Brian Stokes. Let's take a look at them right here. And let's compare that to the photo in the locker. That's really dumb. Neither one of them is in the picture in the locker. Therefore, her dads just changed. They just changed. They changed the dads. Such a big plot that it's so stupid. Okay, moving on. If I talk too long about that, I'll get angry, but you get it. Rachel leaving Broadway. The whole point of Rachel Berry's character is that she's destined for Broadway. She was spoiled in the arts. She's a triple threat. She's gonna do great things on Broadway. She gets her dream role in Funny Girl on Broadway, and she leaves for a TV show? In what world would that ever happen? Infuriating. Another big one, Heather Morris. Why didn't she win an Emmy? In something, I don't care what, she deserves an Emmy. She deserves more than she was given. She is the only one who we can absolutely confirm is talented on the show because her dancing is absolutely unreal. She's insane. They weren't even gonna give her a role, and then suddenly she was super funny and they were like, we should utilize her. Yeah, and then she ended up being the best, funniest part of the show. My cup, a banger. Also, I have been to like a show choir a cappella competition. If you write your own song, that's weird. That's really weird. Don't do that. If you're thinking about doing anything don't do that. That's weird. No one wants you to do that. Now, I want to talk about Quinn Fabray. So Quinn is confined to a wheelchair after getting a spinal injury, which either you'll never get cured or it'll take years. And she's out of the wheelchair in absolutely no time at all. How interesting would it have been, and what an amazing character arc if this girl who was very self-centered and vain, if she was suddenly confined to a wheelchair for the rest of the show. That would actually show some growth, some character, a little bit of more
something interesting.
Let's do a little bit of a speed round. I'm reading off my computer, that's why I'm looking over here. When Will acquires the Glee Club, he has to pay $60 a month because there's no budget, but they can somehow have an amazing accompanist on retainer. Kurt, when he's in Peter Pan at the old folks' home. You've been studying theater since you were a baby. Why are you acting like such an idiot? Just do it. It's not that hard. This is a special mention for my friends. That gigolo, the male prostitute that Rachel falls in love with, singing How to Be a Heartbreaker. Come on, let's not. You can't go from Quinn giving birth to an amazing rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody to that. That's really bad. Sue Sylvester deciding to have a baby. Her having a baby. The baby being in like 2 episodes. No more baby. Rory, the Irish guy who comes, makes a big impression, and then leaves. Jake Puckerman and Marley, it seems as if they're going to create a new, like, group around them, and then they never come back, and they're gone. Sugar, the really rich one, she leaves without any explanation. Her whole thing was that she couldn't sing at all, but then later in the show, she was singing just fine. It's like they come up with these characters, these overly saturated and convoluted characters, and then they just forget about it. They just change their minds. Like absolute maniacs. And let's just end this all off with Mr. Schuster, a teacher, singing Blurred Lines with his students. Not good. I think that's all I have for you today. I really tried to rewatch Glee to prepare for this, but once Rachel started that Broadway Bitches company, I had to stop. I wanted to get as much information for you as possible, so I really did my best. I asked some people, I looked at some websites, I'll link them down below. There are so many articles about how garbage of a show this is. And you know what? Like, some of the songs were such bops. Like, come on, their rendition of Don't Stop Believin', let's be real. It slaps. It goes off. Kurt and Blaine singing Baby It's Cold Outside. Adorable. A winter staple. I will say, even Quinn and Sam singing Lucky together. Even though I don't like her voice, I thought that that was adorable. That show really just fell off of what it could have been. And to that I say, R.I.P. Glee.
My cup, saying what's up to my cup, more of a friend than a silly pup, my cup. You know what it is, saying what's up to my cup.